Well, this is another episode with Matt Agellon.
Yes, sir.
We just met, like, literally at the gate of this, trying to come up and do this podcast.
Yeah.
And we ran into each other. I guess your brother, your family knows my friends.
Yeah.
So it's a small circle. It's a small world.
It really is.
So you really cannot fuck people over in this world because they're everywhere, you know, and
sure.
everyone's connected, right?
For sure.
So, yeah, and we freaking flew the drone together. We got some cool shots.
Yeah, you taught me some stuff like right away, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm juiced on that.
Yeah,
so.
like, you know, all the equipment now is all the video, photo, camera equipment, even the drones, it's full of AI. So as long as you can press a button, you're good. Tell me a little bit about yourself, like where you from, you know, where you grew up, your story, and what are you doing, you know?
So basically, I'm from Livermore, California. I'm 32 years old. So I grew up out there for most of my life till I was about 8 years old. Then I moved out to the Mojave Desert with my mom and dad. And eventually from there, my mom passed away with cancer. So I grew up, you know, my dad being a really hard worker.
Yeah.
And my mom being like a really good, just has a lot of integrity, always doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So basically from there, once my mom passed away, I went to go live with my aunt and uncle at 11 years old. They raised me, which is my cousin Travis, which is, you know, he knows him. So, but yeah, man, so I went back to Livermore after, you know, my aunt and uncle took me in, and they raised me till I was about like 18, 19. And eventually, you know, I was in high school. And as soon as I got out of high school, I went to go work for a fence company. So I was working for a fence company. All I did for them was like stain fences for like 2 years, and I became a foreman. And eventually they fired me. And I was like, damn, well, you know, what am I going to do for money? So my uncle, he does a rain gutter cleaning business. And he was like, hey, why don't you go pass out flyers or whatever? So I was like, all right. So I started my business actually knocking on doors.
Oh, the traditional way.
Yeah, door to door. Yeah, knocking on doors. And for many years, you know, for like first like 3-4 years of my business, like it was a struggle, man. Like I was going through it, trying to make it happen, wondering if this was the right thing for me. And yeah, but eventually I have like 9 employees now. Oh, wow. So I own RestoreMyFence.com. So I specialize in like cleaning and staining wood, repairing fences, and building new fences as well. And then, but yeah, so that's what I do, man.
Damn, man. Okay, so you have 9 employees, and how long have you been in the business or in business for yourself?
So I started my business actually when I was 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really young. That's really
I'm
good.
32 now, so it's been 11 years.
Wow.
So it's been a while.
Most business don't make it past the first year. Or actually, this, you know, it's like about 90% of them fail within 3 years. And you already crossed that path a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I know that was really hard. Probably for you, your family too, but you took the risk. You went all the way in, and man, like, very respectful. Like, I respect that a lot.
Thank you.
This is not easy. You know, me being in business for a year now, I could understand like where you're coming from too, and a little bit, but you know, it's now you have employees. You're a leader, right? Your decision, your lifestyle, every decision you make affects somebody else's life at a major level. Totally. Like, you know, everything you do now, it's magnify.
Yeah.
And every decision you make can
move with intention.
Yeah. You have to move with intention.
Yeah.
And man, like just being out here above the clouds with you.
Yeah, man. It's like, unreal.
Learning from your knowledge too as well. For me as a first year entrepreneur, I'm starting to pick up like leadership position. What advice would you give me in terms of first year entrepreneur and like figuring out how to be a good leader in my business?
I would say where it got me to where I'm at today, honestly, is networking. So I would network with other businesses that did the same thing as me and find out what people are not offering. So like, for example, find out whatever niche you're in, whatever business you're in, find out the dominating company in that area and try to figure out what it is that they don't offer and why. Why are they turning this down? Because then there's open doors for opportunity. You know, so if you keep knocking on doors, you'll eventually find an open door. So you just got to keep going out there and networking and putting yourself out there. And lately, for me, as far as the leader side, I've kind of been redefining myself as a person. I kind of lost my identity in my fence business. For many years, people were just knew me as the fence guy.
Yeah.
So this past year, I just went in and just started expressing myself in other ways other than just fencing. Mm-hmm. So, coming out here, I was coming out here to shoot some drone footage, for myself. And, I ran into you guys. So I believe everything happens for a reason. So I'm super juiced just to, be here. And
yeah,
talking
man,
to you guys.
this is, you're doing pretty good.
Thank you.
Actually, yeah, in 2023, the ability to be on camera and actually talk and communicate your message on camera is a superpower.
Yeah.
1 out of 1,000 people can do it.
Yeah.
And very few can stay consistent. But it's a superpower. Yes, when you get your voice out there, mm-hmm. you're going to get a lot of haters, but they don't have a voice like you. They don't have the courage to get on camera and speak, right? And then when you have an audience, it's just literally your show.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you, man.
Yeah, you're going to, with the experience in business, because I from what I'm seeing recently is there's a lot of people that do really good in business, and now they're switching over and then they're adding a personal brand to their business.
Yeah.
And since they already have the good foundation in business, it's not going to be hard for them. But for someone else to go the other way around, to get publicity first and then business second, it's much harder because they don't have a solid foundation of how to actually create capital or get resources and actually add value.
That's a really good point, man.
So you have a solid foundation. You have boom foundation. Now you just need to add a little salt and pepper of your seasoning to it, and freaking you're gonna roll it. You're gonna dominate the roofing industry.
Hell yeah, man. But yeah, I've been on a journey of personal growth, honestly. So the fact that I ran into you guys is it's insane. You guys are literally kind of doing stuff that I want to do.
Yeah. So
like I said, I believe everything happens for a reason. I'm juiced that you allowed me to come on to here just to speak real quick, to express and explain who I am. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to getting to know you guys a little bit more.
We're gonna definitely connect. It's definitely a big journey. We're trying to change the world, man.
Yeah.
You want to be a part of it.
I want to impact people.
Yeah,
man.
if you want to be a part of it, obviously we'll link up after this. But
hell yeah.
We can take your business to the next level too. With it's just affiliation as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, where are you located?
So I actually live downtown Oakland right now.
Oh, perfect. We're pretty close. So we're gonna do a lot of cool stuff. So watch out, people.
Yeah. So I live downtown Oakland, an apartment complex right now with my fiance, and I keep my business in Livermore. Mm-hmm. So I like being over here just because I could drive over here easily and go anywhere. So but yeah, temporary right now. I'm in Oakland. So
yeah. No, this is when I first met him, I was like, he's a cool dude.
Right on.
And he's and I was showing him the drone, and he's a very fast learner. So I show him in 30 seconds, he's already flying the drone in a different way. So I could tell you're a very coachable person, and by you being able to be coachable, you're a good coach to other people too as well, because you can listen, apply, and then do it right away.
Yeah, implement it,
and then turn around and help people behind you. So a lot of people are very stubborn, big ego, but I could tell you're willing to put your ego aside so you can move forward a little bit faster.
Totally, you have to, man.
Yeah.
I feel for me, have I always been I'm a person that always just kind of sat back and observed,
Yeah.
I like to just learn and watch people, and that's how you learn shit. You can't just always just think you know something, and just because nobody wants to be around that, and I got to answer for everything. It's to a point at least, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
You're freaking G, bro. What is the next big move for you this year?
The next big move for me, man.
Yeah, the next 12 months actually.
Basically just working on expanding my fence business, getting more organized, I would say.
Yeah.
It's going to be a huge goal for me. And just implementing better systems, because every year I got to make sure. For me, I got to see that there's some improvement, especially for my team. They got to believe in me. I just as much as I believe in them and depend on them, they depend on me.
Yeah.
So the next year, I'm just going to be focusing on my business more and just implementing different systems. And then also just really focusing on myself and my personal growth. I never used to read too much, and now I'm actually, it's a new thing for me. We're starting to read things that I actually like. Mm-hmm. So, and just networking with people that are in the same that want to accomplish the same thing as me,
Yeah.
just getting around other people that have the same goals,
Yeah. You want to elevate.
Yeah, I want to elevate, man. Yeah.
Elevate to the next level.
And have good experiences with everybody,
Yeah.
And just challenge myself, really.
Absolutely. And then are you planning to, like, in the future, make a course out of the roofing business?
Oh, it's actually fencing.
Oh, fencing.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, actually, that's funny you say that. I have thought of making courses for the fencing for, like, cleaning and staining wood. Because I would say, I do pretty well for the Bay Area as far as, like,
Yeah.
dominate. It's pretty good niche. Like,
yeah. You've been in that business for, like, more than
it's been a while, man.
Yeah, it's been a while, and
yeah,
definitely a lot of knowledge. Because I feel like every year in business, it's like 10 years in human life. If that makes sense. I don't know, from my point of view.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's just so many things that's hitting the wall so fast, and so many people you have under you. It's just crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And then, okay, how about now? Let's say someone that's trying to start out their first business right now, or rebounding back from a failure or a bankruptcy, and they're looking to start over again. You being in business for 10 years?
Yeah.
10 years plus?
Yeah, yep.
What advice would you give them? Let's say if you don't have all your cash today, you don't have all the assets, you got nothing but except the knowledge you have right now. What advice would you give them?
I would say definitely networking, and then really just spending time with self and, like, reflecting and, like, really getting to know who you are, and just really spending time with yourself. Stop distracting yourself and really getting focused on what needs to be accomplished for your business. And, learning different ways to, capitalize on leveraging certain things in order to, get to where you need to go for your business. But I feel like just the power of networking is just, like, it can't be matched. Like, you have to get out there, you have to meet new people in order to, especially in business, like, you need to show people what you have to offer and prove to them, like, why you're the person for that spot. So, yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah,
appreciate you for your time, man,
Yeah.
and, like, coming out and doing all the cool drone shots for
Yeah.
us. And, like, this is, we're spontaneous.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But, we're authentic about it.
Yeah.
And, how do you say it? For me, I just do it. I don't, contemplate, plan too much about it, because it never really goes as planned anyway. So if I could eyeball, like, at least 70% of it,
Yeah.
we're rolling.
Hell yeah.
And that's the difference between, like, someone that's just overthinking it and actually, like, taking action.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know I was gonna make it this far this fast. Right now my business is blowing up like crazy.
That's awesome, man.
And it wasn't gonna happen unless I do stuff like this.
Yeah.
Show people that I'm moving fast, show people that I'm connecting with, like, new amazing people like everyone here.
Yeah.
And man, it is the momentum.
Yeah.
So,
it really is.
Yeah, it's
And as soon as it goes, it starts to go fast too.
Yeah, it goes fast. It's like
Yeah.
exponential. You go from, like, making 0 to, like, 5 figures
For sure.
in, like, a week.
For sure, man.
Really fast. So definitely a crazy journey, man.
Thank you so much for inviting me to speak. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
this was not planned for me.
This
to be
is not
here.
planned out. I was like, hey, come on in.
I really appreciate it, and
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to networking with you guys. So.
Yeah, absolutely, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Boom.